The world is way stranger than it looks on the surface. Just when you think you've seen it all, reality throws something at you that leaves you speechless. This video isn't just a list, it's a journey into the most unbelievable truths that exist all around us. So get ready to be surprised, confused, and completely amazed. And if you're the kind of person who loves discovering what others miss, make sure to like, subscribe, and stick around, because these 100 facts will change how you see everything. 1. Scientists are experimenting with the idea of buildings that grow themselves. Through a DARPA project called Engineered Living Materials, they're working on using coral, tree bark, and even engineered bone to grow structures on site. No trucks, no bricks, just biology. These living materials could make future buildings smarter. That way, there's no need for scaffolding or extra support. It builds itself. 2. After a bone marrow transplant, your blood carries the donor's DNA, not your own. This can confuse DNA tests in criminal investigations, potentially linking you to a crime you didn't commit. 3. A biotech company has created bananas that don't turn brown for 12 hours after being peeled. By turning off a specific gene, they stop the enzyme that causes browning. Goodbye, mushy bananas. 4. Each day, Earth gains about 48.5 tons of space dust. That's over 17,000 tons a year of tiny particles drifting down from space, settling into the ground, oceans, and possibly even your backyard. 5. Scientists have mapped the full brain of an adult fruit fly. All 140,000 neurons and 50 million synapses. It took years to do, and the brain is the size of a poppy seed. Now imagine doing the same for the human brain, which has over 86 billion neurons. 6. Scallops have up to 200 eyes, and they're not simple. Each one works like a tiny telescope, with mirrors, lenses, and 2 retinas. It's high-tech vision packed into a dinner plate-sized mollusk. 7. Holding in a fart doesn't make it disappear. The gas can actually enter your bloodstream and exit through your lungs. That's right, you might breathe out your own flatulence later. It even has a name: retrograde flatulence. 8. The earliest version of Monopoly was handmade and circular. Created by Charles Darrow, the board was just oilcloth with hand-drawn squares. One of his original sets recently sold for over $146,000. 9. The first computer mouse was made of wood. Invented in 1964, it looked like a tiny wooden block with a tail, not the sleek tech we use today. 10. Taking cold showers can boost dopamine, improve circulation, and even help your mood. Cold air works similarly, it reduces inflammation and might give your body a natural health kick. 11. Your favorite music could be syncing your heartbeat. Faster songs speed it up, slower ones calm it down. This effect is called entrainment, and it's why playlists can double as workouts. 12. In 2012, twins were born 87 days apart, the first at 5 months, the second nearly full term. It's one of the biggest gaps between twin births ever recorded, and both babies survived. 13. The moon isn't just gray. With advanced cameras, we can see subtle colors like mustard yellow and blue on its surface. These shades show where different minerals are hiding. 14. Only female mosquitoes bite you. They need blood to develop eggs. Males prefer nectar. So if you're getting bitten, it's for the next generation of bloodsuckers. 15. Peaches and nectarines are almost the same fruit. One fuzzy gene makes a peach, 2 smooth genes make a nectarine. Some trees can grow both on the same branch. 16. Cows form friendships just like people. They gravitate toward others with similar personalities and often stay close for life. It's not just a herd, it's a social circle. 17. Roosters have built-in earplugs. Their own crowing is so loud that they need protection, and their bodies automatically block the noise when they crow. 18. Modern science all began with the scientific method, developed in the 16th century. Before that, science was mixed with philosophy and religion. The method gave us telescopes, thermometers, and a whole new way to understand the world. 19. Music can flavor cheese. Swiss scientists found that cheese, listening, to hip-hop developed a funkier aroma, while Mozart made the cheese milder and sweeter. Talk about a cheesy playlist. 20. A jiffy is a real unit of time. It's the time light takes to travel 1 femtometer. That's a quadrillionth of a meter. So if someone says, back in a jiffy, don't expect them soon. 21. Swearing might be good for you. Studies show people who curse more often tend to be more honest and have stronger integrity. So maybe that foul-mouthed friend is just keeping it real. 22. Paper isn't just wood, it's chemically treated, bleached, pressed, and even coated with clay for that smooth finish. It's a high-tech transformation from tree to sheet. 23. The dashed lines on roads are longer than you think. Each one is 10 feet long, with 30 feet of space between. So when you pass one, you're covering 40 feet of road. 24. Male flamingos perform synchronized dances during mating season. They flap wings, stretch necks, and honk in unison, like a pink feathered flash mob to impress the ladies. 25. If you're ever exposed to radiation, one of the first things to do is remove your clothes. That simple step can eliminate up to 90% of radioactive particles. Yes, stripping down could save your life. 26. A candle flame behaves completely differently in space. Instead of the familiar teardrop shape, it turns into a soft, blue sphere. With no gravity to pull hot air upward, the flame burns evenly in all directions. 27. Advertisers can secretly connect your phone, tablet, and TV by embedding high-pitched tones into commercials. These tones are inaudible to us but detectable by nearby devices, allowing companies to track which screens belong to you. Creepy but real. 28. Antarctica is the largest desert on Earth. Deserts aren't defined by heat, just by lack of rain. And this frozen landscape, covering over 5.5 million square miles, is bone dry despite all the snow and ice. 29. Tiny animals experience time differently. Some insects and birds perceive the world in ultra-slow motion because their brains process visual information faster than ours. It's like living life in a slow-motion movie. 30. Sugar isn't just for sweet teeth, it can actually help wounds heal. When applied to an open cut, sugar absorbs moisture and starves harmful bacteria. It's a natural, old-school antibacterial agent. 31. In 16th century Europe, rotten black teeth were considered a symbol of wealth. Sugar was rare and expensive, so people with decaying teeth proudly showed them off as proof they could afford the sweet stuff. 32. Chess is more complex than the universe. There are more possible chess moves than atoms in the observable cosmos. The number of unique games is estimated to be at least 10 to the power of 111, a mind-bending figure. 33. Is water wet? That question has sparked real debates. Some say water makes things wet, but isn't wet itself. Others argue that since water sticks to water, it's wet too. Science meets philosophy in the shower. 34. Formula One drivers lose 6 to 8 pounds in just one race. Cockpit temps soar past 120 degrees Fahrenheit, and the intense focus drains them like a marathon. They even drink through helmet straws, and yes, they pee in the suit. 35. Cheese is the most stolen food in the world. Around 4% of all cheese made every year gets swiped. That's over 2.2 billion pounds of stolen cheddar. Small, valuable, and delicious? A thief's dream. 36. The word rhythms is the longest English word without a vowel. It's 7 letters long, uses no A, E, I, O, or U, just Y, which technically isn't a vowel here. English is weird like that. 37. Wearing a tie might make you look sharp, but it also reduces blood flow to your brain. A 2018 study showed that tight neckties can cut circulation by up to 7.5%. Style comes with a price, sometimes a dizzy one. 38. Want to test for alcohol? A simple swab from your saliva can reveal if you've been drinking. It's 97% accurate and faster than breathalyzers, no backwards alphabet needed. 39. Since the 1980s, Garfield phones have mysteriously washed up on beaches in France. Bright orange and cartoony, they've baffled locals for years. The likely culprit? A shipping container lost at sea. 40. A shrimp's heart is in its head. Not figuratively, literally. Their heart and stomach sit inside a head-chest combo called the cephalothorax. Its compact design at its weirdest. 41. Your ears never stop growing. While most body parts reach their limit, ears keep stretching as you age. So that big-eared old man stereotype? It's rooted in biology. 42. Those sparkles you see when rubbing your eyes? They're called phosphenes, flashes created by pressure on the eyeball or by random electrical signals in the brain. That's seeing stars, scientifically. 43. The bleeding tooth fungus looks like a monster but isn't dangerous. Its bright red blood is just sap, and it may even have properties similar to blood thinners. A scary look with a surprising twist. 44. Iceland is the only country in the world with zero mosquitoes. Despite being surrounded by mosquito-infested neighbors, Iceland's unique climate and geography keep the bloodsuckers away. 45. Ants don't have lungs. They breathe through tiny holes on their bodies called spiracles. Oxygen seeps in, carbon dioxide leaks out, no chest movement needed. 46. Body mass index, BMI, is often misleading. It only uses height and weight, ignoring muscle, fat distribution, and bone density. A ripped athlete could be labeled obese on paper. 47. There was once a country inside another country. Dahala Kagrabari was an Indian village surrounded by Bangladesh, which was itself surrounded by India. It was resolved in 2015, but wow. 48. Costa Rica has no army. After abolishing it in 1948, the country redirected funds to education and healthcare. It's one of the most peaceful nations in the region, proving military isn't always necessary. 49. Your voice sounds weird in recordings because you're used to hearing it from inside your skull. Sound waves travel through your bones, making your voice sound deeper. Recordings strip that away. 50. Newborn babies can't see colors, just black, white, and shades of gray. Red is the first color they detect, and by 5 months, they can see the full rainbow. 51. Nobel Prize-winning physicist Niels Bohr once had a beer tap installed in his house, courtesy of Carlsberg Brewery. It was connected directly to the brewery, giving him a lifetime supply of beer. Genius perks for a genius mind. 52. Saudi Arabia, famous for its deserts, actually imports sand and camels. The sand used in construction needs specific properties, and Australia provides the right kind. And yes, they also bring in camels for meat and racing. 53. Some researchers believe animals may show signs similar to autism. For example, dogs that obsessively chase their tails could be displaying repetitive behavior, a hallmark of autism in humans. 54. The hyoid bone in your neck doesn't touch any other bone in your body. It just floats, suspended by muscles and ligaments, helping you swallow and speak. It's one of your body's quiet MVPs. 55. When the mummy of Ramses II was flown to France in 1974, he was issued an official Egyptian passport. Reason? French law required a passport for any foreign body, alive or dead, entering the country. 56. Male giraffes, neck, to fight for dominance. It may look like they're hugging, but they actually swing their massive necks like hammers. The winner gets the ladies. Nature's own headbangers. 57. Farts don't disappear underwater. The gas molecules move more slowly in water, but they still float up, and yes, they still smell. There's no escape, even in the pool. 58. Every candle flame creates tiny diamonds. For a brief moment, there are about 1.5 million nanodiamonds in every flicker. They're too small to see and burn away instantly, but the sparkle is real. 59. In early 1900s America, people once mailed their children. Parcel post was new and cheap, so some families sent kids to grandparents through the mail. usually with stamps on their coats. Seriously. 60. In Japan, tipping isn't just unusual, it's considered rude. Great service is expected as the norm, not rewarded. If you want to show appreciation, a small gift or respectful bow does the trick. 61. Maggots are still used in modern medicine. They eat only dead tissue, helping clean wounds when antibiotics fail. It may sound gross, but it's incredibly effective. 62. Fires move faster uphill. A 10-degree slope can double the speed of a wildfire. Why? Heat rises, warming the slope ahead and giving the flames an easy path to climb. 63. Think your pinky is useless? Without it, your grip strength drops by up to 33%. That tiny finger plays a huge role in helping you hold onto things, from weights to teacups. 64. The ratio between your index and ring fingers might say something about your attractiveness. A longer ring finger has been linked to higher prenatal testosterone, and, oddly, more symmetrical faces. 65. There's a town in Norway called Hell, and it freezes over every winter. Temperatures there can drop as low as -25 degrees Celsius. So next time someone says, when hell freezes over, just point to a weather report. 66. Your hand has a spot called the anatomical snuff box. It's a dip between your thumb and wrist. Back in the day, people would use it to hold powdered tobacco before sniffing. 67. Your lungs are naturally buoyant. Filled with millions of air sacs, they float in water, which is why forensic scientists use a lung float test to determine if someone drowned while still alive. 68. Matcha gives a steady energy boost without the jitters. It has more caffeine than regular green tea but releases it slowly, thanks to the amino acid L-theanine. Calm energy in a cup. 69. Mexico City is sinking, fast. Overuse of groundwater is causing the land to collapse. Some areas drop 20 inches a year, and scientists warn the city could sink over 100 feet in the next century. 70. You usually breathe through only one nostril at a time. Your brain switches between them every few hours to prevent dryness and irritation. You probably didn't notice, until now. 71. People with anosmia, the inability to smell, often lose much of their sense of taste too. It can be caused by aging, injuries, or even smoking. Without smell, flavor becomes nearly impossible to detect. 72. Haagen-Dazs isn't European at all. The founder made up the name to sound fancy and foreign, but the ice cream is 100% American, born in the Bronx. 73. Bees can recognize human faces. They use pattern recognition, just like us. In tests, they remembered which faces gave them food, whether it was a photo or just dots and lines. 74. Your blood looks green underwater. At depths below 10 meters, red light doesn't penetrate, so if you're bleeding down there, it appears dark green. Not great news for divers, but still fascinating. 75. Raw onions might help you sleep. They contain L-tryptophan, an amino acid that relaxes you. The compounds released when slicing them have also been linked to better sleep quality. Bad breath, good dreams. 76. In 2012, a tourist in Iceland accidentally joined her own missing persons search. After changing clothes, her group didn't recognize her and reported her missing. She helped search for hours, before realizing she was the person they were looking for. 77. The narwhal's iconic spiral tusk is actually a tooth, and it's packed with nerve endings. It can detect changes in temperature, pressure, and even water salinity, making it a powerful sensory tool. 78. It takes 36 bees about 6 weeks to make just 1 tablespoon of honey. They visit around 2 million flowers to produce a single pound. So yes, every drop of honey is a tiny miracle of teamwork. 79. Nicotine is so toxic that even a small amount can kill an insect in minutes. Just 9 milligrams can be deadly to a dog. 1 cigarette contains more than that, so keep pets far away from tobacco. 80. Magpies are incredibly smart. They can recognize themselves in mirrors, a rare trait among animals. That means they have self-awareness, just like dolphins, apes, and humans. 81. Karaoke began in a bar in Kobe, Japan, around 1971. Patrons sang into rented machines, launching a global phenomenon. Today, Japan's karaoke industry is worth billions and growing. 82. Neon tetra fish avoid predators by swimming in straight lines, forming underwater queues, like organized crowds. It's nature's way of staying calm when panic would mean disaster. 83. The Nepenthes attenboroughii is a meat-eating plant that can digest insects, mice, and even small rats. Its pitcher-like structure lures prey, then traps and digests it slowly over days. 84. Super-rich individuals sometimes hire money therapists to help them deal with guilt, trust issues, and financial anxiety. These professionals are called wealth psychologists, because even billionaires have baggage. 85. Insects outweigh humans by a lot. There are an estimated 1.44 billion insects for every person on Earth. Combined, they outweigh us by about 70 times. Bugs rule the planet. 86. Dandruff? It might be cosmic. Around 14 tons of space dust falls to Earth every day, and tiny particles could be landing on your head, mixed in with flakes or skin. It's not just dry scalp, it's galactic. 87. Your pinky contributes the most to grip strength. Removing it can reduce your hand power by 1/3, more than any other finger. It may be small, but it's mighty. 88. Shoe stores in the early 1900s used X-ray machines to check shoe fit. Customers got small doses of radiation, but clerks were exposed all day, leading to serious health risks. The practice ended in the 1960s. 89. The first full-length animated movie wasn't Disney's Snow White. It was El Apostol, made in Argentina in 1917 by Quirino Cristiani, using cutout animation. Sadly, all copies were lost in a fire. 90. A teaspoon of matter from a neutron star would weigh over 1 trillion tons. That's more than the combined weight of every human on Earth. It's density on a cosmic scale. 91. Only 3 species are known to go through menopause: humans, killer whales, and pilot whales. In these species, older females play vital roles in guiding younger generations. 92. In Ohio, people convicted of duis may be required to use bright yellow license plates. These scarlet letter plates are meant to publicly shame and discourage repeat offenses. 93. The origin of spam is debated. Some say it means shoulder of pork and ham, while others believe it stands for specially processed American meat. Either way, it's one iconic can. 94. Humans are 99% genetically identical. That 1% is where our uniqueness lies, influencing everything from appearance to personality. Tiny changes, big differences. 95. Female kangaroos have 3 vaginas. 2 are for mating, 1 is for giving birth. Males have 2-pronged penises to match. Evolution didn't hold back with marsupials. 96. Los Angeles originally had a 12-word name: El Pueblo de Nuestra Señora la Reina de Los Angeles de Porciúncula. That means, the town of Our Lady, the Queen of Angels of Porciúncula. 97. Someone once tried to create candy-flavored vegetables, like marshmallow-flavored greens, to trick kids into eating healthy. Unsurprisingly, the idea didn't go far. 98. Clouds may look soft, but the average cumulus cloud weighs over 1 million pounds. Warm air keeps them afloat, like invisible pillows of vapor suspended in the sky. 99. There's a bacteria that lives in hairspray. It's called Mycobacterium hainensis, and it can survive inside pressurized cans. Cosmetic companies are still studying what risks, if any, it poses. 100. Smelling bananas or apples can curb your appetite. A study showed people who sniffed these fruits when hungry lost more weight than those who didn't. The scent tricks your brain into feeling full. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this list, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss out on more cool and curious content. Got a favorite moment or something that blew your mind? Drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. See you in the next one.